Scrapbookers, so I kind of wanted to show you a little bit of my process of getting things into albums. This is an album that I'm using for my most current layouts, and what I've been doing with them thus far is just putting them in a pile. So I've been making a lot of layouts lately, and they need to go in an album. So, and this won't be their final resting place. I'll then put them into like the Stacy Julian Library of Memories system, which is like nouns. So people, places, things, and then all about our own family. But let me just show you kind of how I do this. So this was the page I just made, and this page, part of the story was that my son told me a story about a duck, and that story is from a page I made in 2006. So I went to the album, it was in the Pets album, and so I went to that album and I put that page, that 2-page spread on the back of the page of the story that I just told, because it refers to this page. So that's what's nice about having the 3-ring binders, is you can move things around. So that's probably going to go into my son's album. The next page here is one called Namaste, and that is about me and my fitness goals. And I made a couple other pages about me and my fitness goals so far this year. One was my one little word, and this is my year of improvement. And so on the back of that page is more about my return to my 50-pound weight loss goal. And so these 3 pages will all go together, probably in the album about me. Okay, next up, and so they'll just sit together in this album until they're ready to go into the other albums. This is a page called Call Me, and it's about my sister, and so that will go into the People We Love album. Look, I even got the cute little Viewmasters on there, so cute and trendy. Okay, then this is a page my daughter made about Christmas, and then on the back side I put my page about Christmas Eve. That will go into an album all about Christmas. Next page up is Making Ski Trip Plans. And so this could either go into one of my albums about myself. Oh, it's a little too wide for the page. Let me just trim it down just a little bit. I thought it was. Just trim it just a little bit. Okay. So that is going... It'll probably go into... I have an album that, well, I sort of should just have a skiing album, because I have a lot of, we do a ski trip every year, so I need to do that. Note to self. Okay, so then, because I don't want to put something on the back of this one, because the next layout doesn't go, and this one is a 2-page spread. This appeared in a Get It Scrapped blog post, and this is about my daughter, and the post is about working with altered photos, like artsy photos. So I printed her same picture out several times. So that's a 2-page spread. So there we go. Ta-da! Okay, next up I have 2, and this is already in a page protector. These are both about Santa Claus and Christmas and making Christmas cookies. So in this little album, I'm just going to go back to where I had that Christmas layout, and I'm just going to put this in next to it. So that way when I transfer these to the other albums, they'll all be all together. Next page is one that I made about going to Epcot, and this is kind of in the same vein as making ski trip plans, because I call myself the cruise director of our family. I'm usually the one making the vacation plans, so both of those pages sort of relate, even though they're different topics. Okay, we've got another Christmas page. So first of all, I need to get an empty page protector. I'll just slide this one in. Come on. This is a page I made using the Silhouette Cameo, which is my new favorite thing to use in scrapbooking, so that's just going to go with those Christmas pages. Here's one about my husband and I, and I have an album called, oops, I lost a sticker on that. I put that in. I think I lost a couple of stickers. I don't think these were very sticky. Just fix my page a little bit here with some more tape. Adhesive, there we go. Whoops. I think I lost a couple of the embellishments, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so the next page is, this is a Lift of Elisa Dickinson page, and this is going to go into an album that I call Just Us, and it's just about my husband and I. The next one is about me and my daughter, so this kind of relates to this page in that it's about our relationship. And so it'll still go into her album, but that's a nice intro. So it would be this page. I know a girl, she puts the color inside of my world. That's a John Mayer lyric, and then you'd open up to that. Okay, next up is Sit, Stay, Love. And I think this will go in the Christmas album rather than the pet album. Probably. Oh, I don't know if that page protector is just a little bit, I really don't want to cut this down. The other one I didn't mind so much, so let me just use a different page protector. I find that not all page protectors, yeah, the We Are Memory Keepers seems to be a little bit wider than, let's see what that other one was. I think the other one was just a generic, I don't know what. I have a variety of page protectors. Here's another one about Christmas, so that's going to go on the back side of that Sit, Stay, Love album or page. Next up is Mom's Ski Trips. So this really should go with this one, this Making Ski Trip Plan. So I'm just going to pull this one out and get to where I have another page protector. Now I'm not sure if the Epcot page should really go with the ski trip page. So let me just put that in a page protector that's next to it instead of in the same page protector. And then here will be Making Ski Trip Plans and then Mom's Ski Trips. So that's a good transition in the album. Okay, next up is a photo of my son and I, and so I had this page about being the luckiest, then I've got that story about the duck, and then I'm going to put this other page on the back. Now this one seems a little tight too. Oh. I think I'm going to switch out this page protector because I don't really want to cut this one up to make it smaller, so I'm going to get a larger page protector for that one. Some of my pages are, some of the pages are easier to cut and trim than others. Okay, this is an American Crafts page protector. Let's see. I think this one's going to be fine. Yeah. There we go. Come on. So one of the things I do to make it easier for pages to go into the page protectors is if there's like the prongs of the brads, I'll put those on the back. Like I'll tape those down so that they're easier to handle. So that goes with that one. Okay, next up is my daughter and I went to a Taylor Swift concert, and so I think that I'll put that with those pictures of her, and that will go into her album. There we go. Next up, Mom, I Still Miss Daisy, and that's about my son and a different duck. So now I really think this page, love this, should go on a different page protector, but this duck page will go on the back of that duck layout. So let's see. I think this is the page protector I had trouble with earlier. Yep. Hold on just a second. get a different one. I should probably just pull a couple of these out so they're handy. This I think is a sea line page protector, and that seems to be adequate. There's just some page protectors that if you buy them from different sources, they're going to be a little bit different in sizes. So that's the page I made today. This is a page from 2006, and then this is a page from 2013, and another one with a photograph from, I don't know, probably 2007. I said got because this has photo of my son when he was a baby. I'm putting that into its own page protector because I do have an album for him that's just, you know, when he was a baby. So even though this is a more recently made page, I don't like that page protector. Let's try a different one. And it depends on how you've arranged your layout. Sometimes you can trim them down and it's not that big of a deal. A better way to do it would probably be to pick the page protector first, but I just don't work that way, so I don't really do that. Then I have one called Keep Calm and Travel On, and I think that even though this is about my daughter, it's more about travel in my mind, so I'm going to put that with this one that says Go. And this is also one that was taken at Disney World, so those two pages work together, so they could go in a Disney album. There's a couple pages here that I don't think I've shared with the world. This one I have, but some of the other ones I don't think are out for everybody yet. Because they're pages that I made for Get It Scrapped or Masterful Scrapbook design assignments, so I'm going to keep those out of the page protectors for this point, but I'll show them to you this way. So I got a whole bunch of them all ready to go, and they'll be going up at Get It Scrapped. This is one that is at Masterful Scrapbook Design and Get It Scrapped, and it was on a Get It Scrapped post, so it is out there for everybody to look at, and this relates to going skiing. It's called In Search of White Space, and so on this page there's very little white space. Isn't that funny? That was a breaking the rules layout, and so this will go right here, but not in this page protector. Oh yeah, it will fit. Okay. So yeah, on the back of this page you can see all of those little brads, the prongs for the brads. I've taped them down so that was easy to put into the page protector. So that's my current layouts album so far, and it's January 15th, 2014, and these are mostly layouts that I've made in the last 15 to 20 days. So we start with my son, the luckiest, and then I pulled this one in from 2006, and then I've got a couple more of him and him as a baby, then my one little word, and some resolutions and yoga for me. One of my sister, that'll go in the People We Love album. Then I've got some Christmas layouts. And then layouts about my daughter. Layout one page about me and my husband. A page about going to Disney World. And then pages about making ski trip plans and going skiing. So those are my layouts so far this year. They'll live in this kind of recent album until this gets filled up, and then I'll transfer these pages to the different categories in my Library of Memory system. Thanks for watching. I'm Katie Scott.